Hi guys, Miss McCurdy here. I'm going to help you guys with the subtraction homework from last night, and we are going to be carrying it over into the next following days. So I'm going to do two separate problems, one that you might have already seen, and then another one that you're going to see later. So last night on our homework you saw something that looked like this. Oh, not that quite. You had a 10 subtracting a 1, and it usually was a 7, 8, or 9. The way we're going to break this apart is we're going to start with our 10. Every single time, always, 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 you will put your 10 on the right side. 70 subtract 10 equals 60. So that's how you break apart your 10. You always put a 10 on the right side, and you put the leftovers on the left. Leftovers left, 10 right. So then you can go ahead and circle. I taught my students that it is really awesome if you circle the subtraction sign, because what that's going to do is be a reminder that you're going to subtract 10 and 9. So go ahead and write that out below. 10 subtract 9 equals. Now, in subtraction problems, it is a little tricky because you're going to do both subtraction and addition. So watch closely. 10 subtract 9 equals 1. Now you're going to take your leftover numbers. We have 60 and 1. You are going to now add those numbers. 60 plus 1 equals 61. Your answer then is 61. Let's go ahead and try another one. If I have 40, subtract 8, well, we need to break it apart. 40, you're always going to put that 10 on the right side, always 10. Take that 10, you're going to borrow that 10 from the 40, and you're going to get 30 left over. So then you can go ahead and circle your problem that you're going to write out. 10 subtract 8. So go ahead and write it below. And it's really helpful to see you guys write out your work, because then I can see where you're making mistakes or things are going wrong. Just the other day I was grading homework and I was seeing that students were writing this number here but getting the right answer. So it shows that I know that you don't quite understand what you're subtracting. So showing your work down here is super helpful for me to understand where to help students and where they're at. So 10 subtract 8 equals 2. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to now add our leftover numbers. We have 30 and 2. 30 plus 2 equals 32. And that gives you your answer of 32. Okay? Now, today we're going to be teaching students how to subtract with a teen number. So, for example, 14 subtract 8. It's kind of set up the same way, just a slightly different, so follow along. Going to go ahead and break it apart, and you're still going to do that 10. That 10 is still going to go down there. Now, if I borrow 10 from 14, what is left over? 4. So your 4 is going to go over on the left side. Go ahead and circle your subtraction problem. 10 subtract 8 equals 2. Then you can go ahead and take your leftover numbers, 4, and you can add them. Plus 2 equals. 4 plus 2 equals 6. So your answer is 6. Let's try one more. If I have 18 subtract 5. Okay, 18 subtract 5, let's break it apart. We've got our 10. If we borrow 10 from 18, we'll have 8 left over, because 8 and 10 makes 18. Then go ahead and circle your subtraction problem. 10 subtract 5 equals 5. Then our leftover numbers, 8 and 5. You're going to add them. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 13, yep. And that's your answer. So it's very important that you remember 10 will always go on the right side. You're going to subtract those numbers first, then you're going to add your leftover numbers. If you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher or myself, and I hope you have a great day.